Saloons are a dying breed of car. The only type of saloons you can get now are expensive German saloons. Until now. This is the new Citroen eC4X. It is based on the normal eC4, but it now has a saloon rear end. Is it any good? No. Let's find out. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. So, let's start with the front. The styling is exactly the same as the normal C4. This means we get an X-style front with the top part of the Citroen badge connecting the LED daytime running lights, and the bottom part connecting the main headlights. In the middle of the front we have a central grille and a lower central grille with Citroen stats in them, which makes this car look more premium in my opinion. On the plastic cladding we also get some fog lights and no fake side vents. Moving round to the side, from the front of the car to the B pillar, everything is the same as the normal C4. From the B pillar backwards though, things start to change. We lose the rear window and the floating roof design. This has been replaced with a more formal looking saloon style. Whilst this looks more plain and boring, it does hide some bigger changes at the back. Moving round to the back, this is where things start to change a lot. Instead of the hatchback design, we now have this saloon style. We get different tail lights that are similar to the C5X, and we also get a different boot design that looks simplistic and premium. Finally, we also get a different bumper that now houses the number plate, and there are also a mini boot lip spoiler for added sportiness. Let's have a look at the motor options that you get with the Citroen eC4X. Now, the size of the eC4X would make you think that this car will sit on the EMP platform, like the Vauxhall Astra and Peugeot 308. In matter of fact though, this car sits on the CMP platform, like the Vauxhall Mokka and Peugeot 2008. In other markets there are petrol and diesel versions, but for the UK it is an electric only car. So what is the battery motor options then? Well, you get a 50 kWh battery pack and a 134 brake horsepower motor, giving this car a range of 222 miles. It also has a 0 to 62 time of 9.7 seconds and a top speed of 93 miles per hour. Charging can be done up to 100 kilowatts, which means it can go from 0 to 80% in about 30 minutes. From a 7.4 kilowatt wall box, it will take 7.5 hours. One thing to note though is whether this will get the new battery pack and motor. The Peugeot 208 and Vauxhall Mokka have gained a new battery and motor setup from the bigger 308 and Astra. Whether the eC4 and eC4X will get this, we will have to wait and see, but I cannot see why it won't. It is just a matter of time. The price of the Citroen eC4X starts at £31,995. This is £1,000 more than the normal eC4. Let's have a look on the inside. So, moving inside we get the same interior as the normal C4, but we do get some upgrades. Let's start with what's the same. We get this unique dashboard that looks quite modern, as well as a digital instrument cluster and some actual climate control knobs. You also get this new steering wheel that is almost square, but it is nice to use. What is new is the infotainment system. Citroen has replaced this with the newer system like what you will find in the Citroen C5X. Whether this will be in the normal C4 we will have to wait and see. You also get USB-C ports all round, as well as a heads-up display and Citroen's trademark comfortable seats. Let's check the rear seats out. So, getting in the rear, you will immediately notice that the headroom is reduced compared to the normal C4. Like the normal C4 though, you do get enough legroom. Also, like the C4, you get some rear air vents, an armrest and some nicely trimmed tour cards. Let's move round to the boot. So, because of the lack of rear headroom, the eC4X makes up in boot space. The boot space with the seats up is 510 litres. For comparison, the normal eC4 has 380 litres. I can't tell you the boot space with the seats down, but if I find it, I will either put it in the description below or in this video. The only downside is because it is a saloon, it is harder to put bigger items in. So, in summary then, the eC4X is a car that is too small to rival the BMW 3 Series, but it is too big to rival the Astra. It is more of a Skoda Octavia type of car, but it has been jacked up and has a saloon rear end to make it less practical. Personally, for me, I think it's pointless. If you want a car like that, you are better going for the bigger C5X. It has a proper rear boot opening and it is also much cheaper at £27,900, and you can still get the same amount of equipment as the eC4X and probably more. There will also be an electric version of this car in the future too. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.